You know what's a fucking pet peeve of mine is on Twitter. All right, when some cunt will fucking send me a tweet, male or female, cunt, okay, equal opportunity, will say like, "Hey Bill, did you see this thing about Donald Sterling on the Clippers?" And then they just write thoughts. Like I'm just supposed to just start fucking, oh, well, shit, let me just take time out of my fucking day. You know? Hey, talk about this fucking thing. And then you fucking talk about it. I talk to you once a week on Monday. Okay? These fucking Twitter cunts drive me nuts. Thoughts? Thoughts? Anyway, sorry. I'm really being a cunt today, but I just I can't help it. It's who I am. So anyways, yeah, I love that thought. What could your thought fucking possibly be? Other than like, yeah, that was horrific. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like I don't have a bit on it, but I'm not going to do it on the podcast. But I can't tell you this, though. I didn't understand what Mark Cuban was talking about, where they were saying, where he gave the slippery slope thing there. There's always somebody, like, whenever you're like, hey, this guy says he loves Hitler. We got to get rid of him. And then there's always that, well, that's a slippery slope. I mean, you start with this guy, where do you draw the line? How about, you draw the line at racist with fucked up mustaches. How about we draw, it's pretty clear and present line. Like, I don't understand where the slippery slope, it's like if you're going to fire an owner for being overtly racist, what next? You don't like my shirt? Fuck. I mean, I actually, in defense of him, I read this isn't defensive. I just Googled it, and then I looked it up. And I saw that he's since kind of retracted it. And all I have here is that the outspoken billionaire said it was a slippery slope to suggest that Sterling should be forced out as owner over comments made in the privacy of his home. Yeah, I mean, well, that's taken out of context, but I don't know. He said what Donald said was wrong. It was abhorrent. I don't even know what that word means. Must be bad because whore's in there. Abhorrent. There's no place for racism in the NBA, any business I'm associated with. But at the same time, that's a decision that I make. I guess he's saying I make a decision not to be racist. I think you've got to be very, very careful when you start making blanket statements about what people say and think as opposed to what they do. It's a very, very slippery slope. So what is he saying there? I don't get it. Is he saying that, all right, this guy says racist shit in his personal life, but during the day, his business is made, he has 11 players on his team, and 10 of them are African American. So despite what he says on the phone, if everybody hired the way this guy did, I mean, that's a higher than 90% African American. Shit, white people would be out of jobs. I don't know what he's saying there. I don't understand where the slippery slope is, but I don't know. I mean, what are you going to do? The guy said what he fucking said, and I understand that it was a private conversation, but he was dumb enough to do it over the phone. He's just, and by dumb enough, I'm not saying that he should have just said it without being on the phone. I know what he said was wrong, but the thing is every fucking move he made is his own fucking fault. That's his own fault. His own fucking fault that you would say something like that over the fucking phone to a woman who's acting like she's into you, who's 50 years younger than you. You're a fucking moron. It was unbelievably reckless, and I'm glad he did it because, I don't know, it's just fucked up. It's just I don't know. I don't understand. Like, I would understand that guy if that guy lived in the middle of fucking nowhere, and he lived around all fucking white people, and he was 80 years old. I mean, that's a layup. I mean, shit. That's obviously how he's going to fucking think. This guy was born in 1930-something, And he was raised by people who were born in, like, the turn of the fucking century and had Harry Truman for a president, who was one of the most biggest fucking racists ever. Right? Was that his first fucking name? I don't know. So anyways, I mean, yeah, what the fuck you think he's going to be thought? I mean, this guy got raised by racists, and then he didn't fucking travel. But this guy actually traveled. Okay? That's the one that I don't get. I don't get when you finally have interaction and you actually have examples, and it's a specific person that you now know that you can still think that way. And then the fucking phone message is hilarious because he's literally talking to somebody who's half of what was she, half black, half Latino, and he's literally trashing black people to her. And as she's getting offended, he's sitting there going like, oh, you're mean. Oh, don't you understand how your words hurt me? And as fucking awful as it was, I would love to have that level of money. That you're that fucking just so wrapped up in yourself that you don't even realize you're hurting people and you're actually, you're playing the victim yourself. I don't know. So now it's actually, I don't think he's going to try and sell the team, which is going to be fascinating as they try and force this guy out. But I think they should be able to do it because he's fucking with the whole image of the league. You know? I don't know. Whenever shit like this comes out, it always bugs me because then everybody gets to act like holier than thou because they didn't get caught saying anything fucked up. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think people say fucked up shit. I think everybody says fucked up shit, and I think people think fucked up shit, and they're just smart enough to not say it out loud. And I don't even think that it makes you a racist. You just think, you just see, you can't fucking help it. You just fucking, you're a product of how you grew up. You're part of experience. You know what it is? Everybody has fear. So fear will drive you into thinking the worst of somebody if you're in a fearful situation. Like I used to do a bit in my act how everybody's racist at night. And almost like you have to be so you can get home. You have to think the worst of people so you're not that fucking idiot that just walks into a wood chipper. Like, yeah, I'll help you start it. Fucking go over there and get knocked over the head and thrown in it. And then that's the worst. Then the next day everybody's like, oh, it's awful that it happened, but Jesus. I mean, what was this guy thinking? So, I don't know, but I got to commend all the Clipper players for actually still going out and playing because I don't know that I would have. You know? I mean, you just got to feel like you're. I've worked for some club owners that have been absolute dicks, and I still had a couple of fucking shows left, and I wanted to like burn down the club and then choke the guy to death and throw him on the fucking ashes. Like I felt that and still had to trudge through the show, and there was no racism involved. There wasn't this negative thing that affected my life every fucking day, and then this guy actually personified it. It was just a guy being a dick, and I still had to go up there and entertain the people that were coming there, because at that point it wasn't a draw, so they were basically coming to the club. And I wanted them to have a bad experience because I wanted this person to go out of business. I can only relate to it at that 0.5% level, so I can't imagine what the fuck they were going through. But I have to tell you, on a selfish level, it's going to be really entertaining to watch this guy fight the fucking NBA and not try and lose his team. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a fucking situation. It's just like, dude, just be a fucking man now and just walk away. You're going to drag down everybody with you. One of those guys. You know? I don't know. It's just what he did then causes everybody else to, well, what about the other owners? And all of that type of shit. It's just, he fucked up. He fucked up. He is fucked up. He got caught a bunch of times, evidently doing other shit. And he never changed his fucking ways. His fucking chickens came home to roost. And, you know, and what's his big penalty? He sells it and has $1 billion. You know? Just go buy a yacht. Just drive out in the ocean and scream all your racist shit. You know, you can be free out there. Free to do what you want. I don't know. Did that make any fucking sense? You know what it was? I had to fucking steer around all the funny areas where I'm doing the bit on it.